People, welcome to another edition of that finger-tapping frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard. With me, Big Jim, and Finn Ninja. How are you, Finn Ninja? Good. Okay. Now what we're going to do today, pretty simple stuff. It's Sunday, it's WrestleMania Sunday, WrestleMania 33 with BLD. Looking forward to that very much. And Ninja Boy's already scrabbling around amongst his wrestling figures. I don't know, he's probably going to grab Finn Balor 1 and Finn Balor 2. I don't know what he's up to. Never tells me what he's going to do, just disappears off camera all the time. Anyway, here for two reasons. Firstly, it's the Broccoli Legion's Ring Domination. And I'm very close to completing that, so I'm going to do that. While we do that, we're just going to have a little chat. I knew that's what you'd be doing. Why you couldn't have planned that beforehand, I don't know. But anyway, so there you go. Hold them up to camera so they can see them. And we've read your feedback, by the way. Thanks ever so much for the feedback on the trip to Selfridge's video, where he added even more WWE superstars to his roster. And we will be doing some videos on his collection. But how we do that, we'll save to reveal some other day. Okay? Right, what we're going to do while I'm playing Ring Dommy Dim Dom is just have a quick chat through what's going to happen at WrestleMania and what we think is going to happen in terms of the winners. So, Ninja Boy, you've got your iPad at the ready to do that. While I get on with a bit of gameplay, I'm just going to very quickly check my King of the Ring first.
Now I have one question.
It's game 43. Let's just have a quick look. Standing, so I'm in 4th. Doing okay in this one. If we just waiting on a network. Just have a quick look at my setup. You can see I've now got my Shawn Michaels Pro'd. Still not full out, I don't think, but he's definitely pro. Yeah, look, still got to play a few matches. And my Cedric is now Pro'd as well. And I have had, would you believe, 3 WrestleMania pulls. 2 of which have been support cards. One of which is useful and one of which is kind of redundant. And more importantly, a superstar, though not one of the most popular, has to be said, Roman Reigns.
And of course you got Baron Corbin from Ringdom.
Yeah, well, people would be expecting that one. I was actually I was not that upset to get Roman Reigns because people are getting so many support cards. And he is a decent card as well, because you know the WWE like to over-promote him like hell. So there's that. Anyway, Classy Freddy Blassie has
channel
like heck has become.
Like hell.
You actually look like you've just come up from the depths of hell like that. There's a bit of a Kane hairstyle going on like that. Anyway, Classy Freddy Blassie, who can go with Jimmy Hart. So as you can see, then I'll have 405 speed and charisma. Add another 405 to charisma, gives me 800, and then 405 to power. Now this was what I pulled a little earlier today, Lana. And as you can see, that's 645 toughness to deck. Now, if I used her in conjunction with one of these guys, then if obviously you think about it, I'd have 2 stats on 405 and 1 on 645. It'd be much better using these 2 together. And then I've got my charisma, super powered with 800 plus and 405 on the other 2. I probably didn't need to run through all that. And of course, that has been sat there for quite some time. You can see what I think of that. I've not even locked it. I've had that for a couple of weeks. So there we go on that. Ninja Boy, would you care to pull up the WrestleMania roster while I crack on with Ring Dommy Dim Dom?
So,
how many bonus? I've got 2 bonus picks. Yes, go for it.
Can I ask you this question?
You can ask me any question you like. I may not answer it, but you can ask.
Shall we do the pre-show matches?
Yeah. The more time you spend asking, the less time we can talk about it. So let's just go with it.
Okay, so Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, so it has people like Big Show, Braun Strowman, Mark Henry, you know. I'm going to say Braun Strowman, personally. Yeah.
I think they've used him a lot. I think they like him. I think he's grown on a lot of people, you included. So I think this will be a chance to give him something to be proud of. Give him a bit of reward for all the work he's been doing, and I think Braun Strowman will be the man. What about you?
I think maybe I think it's between two people.
Okay.
Either Braun Strowman or maybe a shock for Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn?
Because, think about it, even though they're the favourites, it's not usually the big men.
No, you're right.
It's rarely ever the big men.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're all big men to a degree, but yeah, you're right. It's not always a Big
like
Show
the
type
giant,
character, yeah.
Like, Big Show won it once out of 3 times, and I think he's been in all of them.
Right.
So...
Yeah, okay. So I'm saying Strowman, and you're saying outsider like Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, next up, because we're going to have to whiz through this, because there's a lot to get through.
Neville against Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight title.
I think it's got to be Neville.
I think maybe...
Austin Aries. Right,
Yeah.
we're just going to disagree.
Austin
That's
Aries.
good. That's good. And of course, you people, do let us know
tight.
down below what you think's going to happen. Give us your predictions
His
too.
main roster pay-per-view debut. So that's my reasoning.
Right.
Because it's his pay-per-view debut on the main roster.
Don't forget, though, of course, we can see what time you left your predictions. It's no good coming on like an hour after WrestleMania's finished and saying, I think so-and-so's going to win, because we'll see
Or like a couple
what
of
you've
months
done. And you'll be held up for ridicule by your neighbours, your friends, your family, your pets, and you wouldn't want that, would you? So,
And your bathtubs.
and your bathtubs, apparently. You wouldn't want to do that. But yeah, let us know your predictions down below. So then, moving on.
The SmackDown Women's Championship. Every available woman on the roster.
Let's think about that for a bit.
I think I know who I'm getting.
Well, you give your prediction
I
while I
think
think
Naomi.
about it. You think Naomi?
Yeah. Because
Didn't
she made her return on SmackDown.
I was going to say, didn't that injury she got, did that not mean that she's going to struggle a bit? You think she's going to be fit enough?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
if she beat up people on SmackDown, then yeah.
If you can beat up people on SmackDown, then
You can
hell
win
yeah!
at WrestleMania. Beat them at WrestleMania. Just watching you do this. Yeah, I think Naomi.
Right, who do you think is going to push her close?
I thought this was the prediction season game to win.
Okay.
Go to get some air.
I'm trying to think now beyond Naomi, because there was a lot of momentum behind her just before she got herself injured, which would suggest that she's in line. There's a lot of WWE fans think that she's due something, and maybe she'll change those flashing trainers. Who knows? Yeah, why not? Let's go for Naomi. I'll agree with you on that one.
Okay.
I'll agree with you on that one.
I change. No, I don't. I don't.
Go on then, next up.
Gallows and Anderson in a tag team triple threat ladder match, defending the Raw tag titles against Enzo Amore and Big Cass and Cesaro and Sheamus. Now, I have one thing.
Yeah.
Sheamus got had to have stitches after Raw.
Right.
So I don't know if him and Cesaro can be in the match, but if they do, then yeah, well done, Sheamus. Having stitches and then competing 6 days later.
Yeah, I've messed this one up, so I'm just going to rattle through it.
I've
messed it up. Right.
I think the winners. I think Gallows and Anderson should hold on to the title.
Yeah.
But I think Enzo and Cass.
Enzo and Cass. It would be nice to see Enzo and Big Cass win something. But I agree with you. I think Gallows and Anderson will retain. And I don't know if you guys...
agree with me?
Yeah.
I said they should.
Yeah.
I said Enzo and Cass are going to win. That's
you said Enzo and Cass will. All right, yeah. Sorry. All right, I disagree with you. I am trying to play a game at the same time and make sure that everything's working. Hey. Did you just punch me then?
No.
I had to think about that. It was like, was that a punch? Or was that... yeah, look, Broccoli Legions is now part of Big Jim's BLD Army and a Jack swag bag ultra rare just to finish off with. Right, that's all done and dusted. Let's just see.
The
right.
2 WrestleMania event cards.
What I was going to say was Gallows and Anderson, I think, will retain. I don't know if you guys watched the WWE drive-by shootings.
Ride Along.
Ride Along it's called. I like to call it drive-by shootings. I know what it is then. Which is quite an amusing take where you've got the WWE stars driving to the various venues post-show, normally quite tired and with a good sense of humour as well. So it's some good banter. And we've just watched the Gallows and Anderson one where they've got cutouts of AJ Styles and Finn Balor in the back seat. And was that the one that had... Who's the other ones in that? Was that the one with...
Golden Truth.
Oh yeah,
Then
R-Truth
there was
and
Cesaro
Goldust.
Rollins and
Neville and Zayn, who obviously get on very well together. It's very funny. Anyway, I digress. Gallows and Anderson for me. They're the boys. Shake on it. Right, next up.
I don't have
Where are you going?
Anderson, but this is the closest I can.
But you're going to just get two bald wrestlers. Just
No, they just don't.
Oh, AJ's. They do very good impersonation of AJ Styles. Not sure which one it was who was doing it because the camera was off them when it just showed the cutout of AJ Styles, but it was very good, very good. Yes. Anyway, what's next? I think I'm done here. My work here is done.
Dean Ambrose versus Corbin for the Intercontinental title.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
They've had a good rivalry.
I mean, Corbin has had a win, hasn't he? He's won the Andre the Giant before, so he's not...
Yeah, last year in his Mania debut.
He's not been without a title. Do they want to give Dino something back because of all his good work earlier this year? I don't know.
Yeah, for losing to AJ Styles.
I'm going to say Dean Ambrose.
Oh, I don't know. Will he retain?
It's tough, isn't it? It's tough. I'm going for Dino.
Yeah, I think Dean's going to win.
Like,
but I
two for
kind of
Dean.
want Corbin to win, I don't know.
That'd be nice. I like Corbin.
Yeah.
I like his attitude. Bit surly. A bit of a lone wolf. I like that.
Ding.
Right, go.
This is one of the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
The United States Championship, Jericho defending against Owens. Best friends collide.
Ooh.
Well, former best friends.
It's got to be Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
It's got to be Chris Jericho. He's got the charisma, the patter, and it'd be funnier if Chris Jericho wins as well, because it'll just wind Kevin Owens up some more. And it works really well when you've got Chris Jericho being smug and coming out with the lines, and Kevin Owens being all cross and angry. So I'm going to go with Chris Jericho on that one.
Yeah, I think Jericho. Yeah, Jericho.
Yeah, you're going to go for Jericho? I'm just going to put it on what cards we've got, then people can just feast their eyes on that little lot. Okay, next up.
The Fatal 4-Way for the Raw Women's Championship. Bayley versus Charlotte versus Sasha versus Nia Jax. I think Bayley's going to retain.
Not Nia Jax, I know that much. Charlotte, we all know, has had a great record until recently in pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Bayley has just got it. Sasha perhaps deserves it. I don't know.
No,
Sasha's
she's had it too many
She's been a
times.
bit in. Yeah, I know. There's been an awful lot of swapping. Actually,
It was her and
it would be
Charlotte.
nice if someone kept hold of it for longer than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Haven't thought about it. So I'm going to say I want Bayley to retain.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Nia Jax though. No way. No way it's going to be Nia Jax.
What will you do?
So you watch
if
Nia
it
Jax
is
win
Nia
it.
Jax?
I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do any kind of forfeit or anything. So shove that up your jumper. Right, next.
Oh, this one has been building for a long time. It's
Yes.
the mixed tag match. Cena and Nikki against Miz and Maurice.
Right. Very enjoyable skits featuring Miz
Total
and
Bellas.
Maurice taking the mick out of John Cena and Nikki Bella. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And would actually like to see some more of it, although they've probably worn out all the best jokes, I should think, by now.
Rule number 109 of John Cena's house rules.
It would be quite funny. I actually like Miz and Maurice together.
Yeah.
You know, I'd quite like to see them win.
I want them to win.
You want them to win?
Otherwise, all of this will have just
Been a waste of time.
pointless.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's just a strong BLD backing
I think though
for Miz.
I think that
and
Cena
Maurice.
and Nikki will win.
Really, for Miz and Maurice. Come on. Right. Next up.
This one, please. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. I really, really want Styles to win. If he doesn't,
Your life has no meaning.
sad time.
Yeah, I have to say I agree with the big man on this one. AJ Styles for me, gotta be all day long,
I don't know who's going to win, but I want Styles to win.
Yeah, you might feel that Shane quite fancies giving himself a win because he's been beaten up a few times.
Yeah, and last year he lost to Taker.
He did put in a lot of work just to get trampled by Taker. Having said that, you can't really have AJ Styles,
it has to be AJ.
You know, a guy who's there and thereabouts as a champion all the time.
And who beat John Cena.
Who's actually denied his chance to fight for the championship, then losing to the general manager. Well, not the general manager, the commissioner. Yeah, can't have that. It's got to be AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
4 big matches. So,
Next.
the non-sanctioned match between Triple H and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Triple H has been training for this, hasn't he? Just a bit of we've been working out. I want Seth Rollins, and I think Seth Rollins. Therefore, I am Seth Rollins.
I want Triple H, and I think Seth Rollins.
Right, interesting. Okay, so we're disagreeing on who we want to win, but we're agreeing on who we think will win. Okay, next up. Let us know down below what you think. You've got a few hours yet. You've got a few hours. I'm going to get this video up on early Sunday evening. There's got to be Roman Reigns. Just you don't even want to say the name, do you? What's the next match, Ninja Boy?
The Undertaker versus this person that no one likes.
I don't think we need to ask Ninja Boy what his opinion of this fight is.
Everyone knows what's going to happen. It's going to be like, oh, Roman Reigns wins. Like, Undertaker's going to hit 3 tombstones. Roman Reigns 1 spear, done. Shake hands, boo boo boo. Undertaker's career over. That's going to be it.
I really, really don't want Roman Reigns to win. Sincerely and honestly, do not want Roman Reigns to win.
Because as well, this is probably going to be Taker's last WrestleMania, if not last match.
Unfortunately, I've got a horrible feeling that's what they may be lining him up for, a defeat for Taker. Having said that, they do change their mind. They've changed their mind on the evening of big shows many times before.
I thought you were talking about the big show.
So, it's obvious. I want Taker. I fear it's going to be Roman Reigns. Ups?
I said my prediction first.
Okay, it's pretty much the same then, yeah? We didn't need to ask you, did we? Right, next up.
Okay, so there's 2 matches left and it's the championship matches.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is the SmackDown 1 WWE title, Bray versus Orton. I think Wyatt's going to win. I want Randy to win, but I think Wyatt's going to win.
You know what?
Because all of this burning down the house again, it would be pointless if it's just going to lose.
Yeah, this plot has been, 8 months in the building and getting to this moment. And as Ninja Boy just correctly stated, it would have all been in vain and all a complete waste of time if Randy Orton doesn't actually fulfil the destiny that has been paved out ever since we started with this.
And then when AJ Styles loses to Shane McMahon, we'll feel even more sorry for him.
When he mentioned in a backstage interview, whenever it was 8-9 months ago, that a snake sort of waits to the side, it waits for its chance to pounce, and that's what he's been doing with, he's inveigled his way into the family and the Wyatt family.
Harper and
broke it up and now has burned down Sister Abigail's garden shed. It's just Randy has to win it for it to make sense. He has to. It has to be Ronald Keith Orton. So I'm going to go for Randy because it has to be Randy.
I think
I hear what you're saying.
You know what WWE's like?
Yes.
They do this all the time.
The Regents. I know. And then, what should be the big one? I'm not so sure that it is the big one of the evening, but it's a big one, and let's hope it lasts longer than 1 minute 27 seconds, whatever it was, 26 seconds. Oh, I always over-exaggerate. Goldberg
versus Brock
against Brock
yes.
Lesnar.
There is no Goldberg pick to say.
We haven't got Goldberg, but you've got Lesnar, and you've actually got Paul Heyman as well, haven't you? Good chance to see our old mucker Paul Heyman. Love the guy. I would have thought this has got to be Lesnar getting his revenge, hasn't it? Because we've seen Lesnar getting beaten up quite a few times now.
I think...
Yes, you just go ahead.
Fine.
Come on.
That off the start is going to be the spear jackhammer, but this time Lesnar's going to kick out.
He's going to be ready for it.
Then Goldberg slowly picking up Lesnar, then Lesnar hits
some
F5.
suplexes.
Then Goldberg kicks out, then suplexes and stuff.
Right. And stuff. Goldberg, you're going to be hit with some stuff.
Then a second F5, but then Goldberg kicks out again. But then later on, the third F5, 1, 2, 3. Lesnar wins.
It's quite a detailed fight report, this. You've been reading the WWE's notes for the evening?
Yes, in my brain.
In your brain, okay.
And it'll be like Goldberg's send-off.
Goldberg's send-off, yeah. He's had his little run, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's had his fun in the sun. So there we go. That's our WrestleMania 33 predictions. That's Brock Lesnar added to the BLD crew. And that's us done for today. Thanks ever so much for watching. Don't forget, if you like the video, just whack that like button a few times. A few extra whacks for WrestleMania 33 evening. Don't forget to subscribe, not on me, on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the video. Plenty more where this came from. Doesn't matter whether the house is falling down around our ears or not. We're still going. We're still smiling. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, @BadLadDad. And until we see you next time, which will be after WrestleMania 33, you stay cool.